Greetings, hello, welcome on in. Unoptimized Fool from the closet. Glad you could be here. Now, obviously, we're going to talk about World of Warcraft, right? But we're going to talk about some new content. Now, it's not 11.1. It's actually kind of separate. The Kalimdor Cup went live on Tuesday. It was very much in the shadow of 11.1, but the Kalimdor Cup is here. Now, if you don't know what the Kalimdor Cup is, it's basically an event where you can get these racing doubloons, I don't know, some sort of currency. Again, there's too many currencies going through Kalimdor, flying through stuff. Now, this is a repeat event. This is the second time we've seen this event. They were originally introduced in Dragonflight. Now, originally, you had a bunch of cool cosmetics. You actually had a gear set called for the Kalimdor Cup. It's like this brown aviation suit. It looks pretty awesome, right? You kind of look like, you're an aviator in the Stormwind Guard or something like that. Now, it is the second time this has come in. Again, it's just another way to do events. Again, it is now active. You can go to Valdrakken, get the quest, and you can go do the normal flights, the reverse flights, and the advanced flights to get all of the different currencies which you can turn in for that gear. Now, I have an issue, and I was hoping that Blizzard was going to be changing with these micro holidays. Right now, this is a micro, I guess we could call it an event, not a micro holiday, but still a micro event. It's not the main attraction of all of the new content, especially 11.1, right? There is no new items in the shop for you to do. So if you've already done this event and you already have the armor for the Kalimdor Cup, there isn't much for you to do. Now, there is one addition to the shop, and it is a reputation. Now, what reputation do you ask? Is it for the new cartels? No. Is it maybe for one of the older factions in War Within that's been out since launch? No. It's for the Valdrakken Accord. Now, this reputation is for obviously for the Accord, which is in Dragonflight. Now, for 10 doubloons, which you get 3 per race if you get gold, right? So you have to complete about 4 races to get a Valdrakken Accord reputation, and you only get 50 reputation per 10 currencies spent, which is extremely low, right? Extremely low. Not only is it for an older expansion, but it's very, very low, right? You have to do a lot of races for 50 reputation. You might as well do a world quest. Your time will be better served. Now, obviously, if you're new to this event, first time you're indulging in it, there's going to be content for you, which is good. But for the people who played through this originally, there's no new content here. And maybe if you want to grind out terribly for 50 reputation, be my guess, but there's nothing here, right? And this is what I was worried about, these micro events not getting updated every year. What's stopping Blizzard for every year having the Kalimdor Cup and having a new tier, like a new piece of gear or new cosmetics for us to get, right? Can't you just have one person make an art set in a month or two for the micro event or something like that? Again, the pipeline obviously is going to be different at each studio, but give us something. Again, World of Warcraft has a huge problem, and this Kalimdor Cup is another example of what is going on with World of Warcraft. Everything is stagnant. Everything is stuck in place. The zones that we had to liberate from Deathwing and Cataclysm, they're still destroyed. They're still having the same problems. Okay, we've lived in more of Cataclysm, like post-Cataclysm, than we did pre-Cataclysm, by the way. It's been a long time since Cataclysm. It feels like yesterday for me. It's been a long time. Again, with these micro-holidays, they are, and plus micro-holidays, major holidays, they are getting revamped, but it's only going to get revamped every 5 years now, it seems. I mean, again, stagnation is death, and World of Warcraft is so stagnant. And again, I know Kalimdor Cup isn't the biggest issue, right? Just a fun event, right? Oh, okay, enjoy it. Unlock some cosmetics if you didn't play in Dragonflight. But honestly, for me, it's the straw that broke the camel's back, because all of these different pieces, never, even though they're so small, are adding up. They're stacking on top of each other. And I'm just wondering, like, why can't we just have, like, 1 or 2 artists bang out a new set real quick, just release every year? Oh yeah, it doesn't add value to the game, but adds a sense of progression and doing more content. And wow, I would be doing those races and putting more hours into the game. It just seems like a lazy thing to do. And also, I was hoping that there would be more content, but they gave us 10 tokens for 50 reputation. 10 tokens. Mind you, you get 3 per race. Okay, so that means that you have to do 4 races. Okay, remember, this is only if you get gold for the first time. And once you get gold, you can't get any more. Once that race is done, it's done, right? In the Kalimdor Cup. So I'm just kind of complaining about how they introduce these micro events and they just stay stagnant. And oh yeah, they add 10 tokens for a reputation for 50 reputation. That's not enough. That's like a slap in the face. It just seems like they obviously knew they needed to offer something new, and they just threw us rotted meat. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. I know this isn't a big deal, but eventually, when does all these events just... We live in an MMO, an open world game where it's supposed to be evolving over time, and yet here we are with a stagnant event. The second time we've seen it. You can even say Plunderstorm was too stagnant with maybe some minor changes too. So, when does it stop? When do we say, hey, Blizzard, update your events every year? It's a living world, right? Act like it. I know that they're trying, and I know development's hard, but you guys are supposed to be the peak. You guys are the peak MMO. You guys are the big boy on the scene, and you guys are slacking. Eventually, there will be an MMO that updates everything, where an actual living world occurs, and World of Warcraft will die because of it. And maybe that exists already, and World of Warcraft's already dying. I don't know, but I want a living world, and stagnant mini events like this are not helping. But I want to hear your opinion, guys, and I appreciate you being here. But Unoptimized Fool from the closet, glad you could be here. I'll see you guys next time.